Hello, today we will be talking about The Grand Budapest Hotel, a 2014 film directed by Wes Anderson. Set in the fictional European country of Zubraka during a 1930s war, pointing to the Nazi invasion, the film follows the adventures of the hotel's concierge Gustave. Gustave finds himself left with a priceless painting after the mysterious death of one of the hotel's elderly patrons, Madame D. Despite being immensely dark in many ways, the Grand Budapest Hotel serves as a charming avenue to escapism. This video essay will demonstrate how the director Wes Anderson, cinematographer Robert Yeoman, and editor Barney Pilling are motivated by the specific formalist style, the French New Wave, by unpacking the elements of the French New Wave used in the film. We will demonstrate how the creative team has collaborated to emphasize aesthetic and style of the film over the dark reality of the story. Director Wes Anderson is an American filmmaker and highly regarded as an established auteur. He has created a unique style of film influenced by the French New Wave. In which he does this is the manipulation of mise-en-scene. Firstly, the most prominent element is Anderson's manipulation of colour. The use of pastel colours in the property setting not only shapes the audience's mood, but more than that, Anderson has created a sense of unity, with not a single colour left to change, allowing the audience to easily identify the film The Grand Budapest Hotel just by looking at a single scene. For example, red was used extensively in the design of the interior. The change from the bright red lacquer of the concierge desk to the orange and green plastic of the lobby helped tell the story of the hotel's loss of luster over time as the story changed. This simple consistency is an adherence to the French New Wave, when many films of this style consisted of red, white, blues of the French flag. The Grand Budapest Hotel is set in 1985, 1968, and 1932, and the story is told in a non-linear style that breaks with Hollywood conventions by using reminiscences and other elements. The complex story of friendship and love, leisure and war, elegance and coarseness, kindness and brutality, tragedy and hope, ironically tells the history of the war and shows the characteristics of formalism in addition to non-linear story. Finally, there is the lighting, which changes the impression of the screen. The lighting in the Grand Budapest Hotel is composed of low-key, high-key, high contrast, and combinations of these. This is innovative in the world of film imaging and can create a different impression. Emotions can be created with this combination of lighting. For example, in the 1985 dinner scene, one side uses high-key lighting to convey happiness, while the other side uses low-key lighting to convey loneliness and angst. This lighting combination creates a unique atmosphere for the film and helps to bring an element of formalism to the film. He pays attention to the details of everything on the screen, even the smallest frame. The French New Wave established the idea of Arthur's theory, and he created a film, The Grand Budapest Hotel, that anyone who sees it will easily recognize as the work of Wes Anderson. Thus, his manipulation of mise-en-scene in the film aesthetically proposes a general account of historical trauma, a clear nod to formalism. Let's talk about cinematography. Robert Yeoman, using camera movement like the whip pan, tilt and zoom, show a dynamic rhythm into the storytelling reminiscent of the energetic style of the French New Wave. Moreover, Yeoman's use of many different techniques, including trucking, following shot, long shot, and applied depth of field lens. Take the trucking shot for an example, the scene of the interview in the hotel and the careful pan during Mr. Gustave escapes from the jail scene, which could engage the comedic and dramatic elements, staying true to the film's formalism roots. Yeoman cleverly combines his own cinematography style with French New Wave and builds a real connection with formalism. The accurate application of techniques and camera movements not only guide the audience focus but also deepen the narrative layers, allowing a richer audience connection with the character's emotional journey. In addition, the consideration of colour, light and framing further emphasises the film's style. Yeoman involves conflict or darker topics into the blue tone and high contrast and warmer colours and light cover moments of intimacy and friendship which connect with the story without telling it. It demonstrates an expert use of colour and framing theory typical of French New Wave films to convey subtext, but Yeoman chooses to apply strong contrast visual style to create emotional connection at the same time, which is a very fresh and bold innovation. Last but not least, let's conclude with the editor. Barney Pilling's extensive collaboration with Wes Anderson, including films like The Ratcatcher 2023, Poison 2023, and Asteroid City 2023, has significantly contributed to Anderson's auteur status. Pilling's editing style, influenced by the French New Wave, employs long takes, jump cuts, and parallel editing to enhance the narrative and aesthetic of Anderson's films. Firstly, Pilling brings to life Anderson's style of the French New Wave through a chaotic collation of long takes and jump cuts. The long take allows actors to explore scenes fully, offering audiences a complete visual experience. Further to this, in the opening scene, the narrator's voice is edited to abruptly stop. The abruptness and unnaturalness of the take creates a sense of awkwardness, setting the humorous tone for the remainder of the film. In contrast, jump cuts inject energy and chaos, especially when synced with music, as seen in the roller coaster scene. These cuts, used repeatedly, match the rhythm of the film, either speeding up or slowing down the action to create dynamic effects. Parallel editing is another hallmark of Piling's technique, showing simultaneous events in different locations and fragmenting narratives. For example, when Dimitri sees Agatha and a picture of her to show the audience he recognises her, this approach not only enhances the film's narrative complexity, but also reflects New Wave cinema's experimental nature. In saying this, even the most chaotic moments, Piling's cuts maintain Anderson's formalist precision of symmetrical compositions and controlled visual style. In achieving these complex editing techniques to create such an elaborate film requires a high level of collaboration. Piling has revealed that in production, Anderson gave him lots of film to work with, and very specific aesthetic standards, giving Piling authority in deciding which shots make the cut to uphold this best. Piling's work in the Grand Budapest Hotel proves that editing is so much more than simply cutting and pasting footage. Thank you, everyone. This is our video essay. Hope you enjoyed this video and truly having a basic understanding of this creative team and French New Wave and the connection with formalism. See you next time.